welcome to the podcast that we've been working on for a few months now. This is a podcast where we're going to dive into the world of construction and design one episode at a time. I have today here with me our president and vice president, Ken Smith and David Smith at Blackwatertruss Systems. So let's begin by kind of explaining what we do. Ken, tell me a little how the company began and when it began and how it started.
We began the last part of 2008, and we actually started as just sort of a hobby, and we've grown from there. We started out with four employees or people, and we have grown substantially from there. Our truss started was we purchased some trusses, angle iron trusses, 40-foot angle iron trusses from one of the manufacturers in Baker, Florida, and we put them up for building for ourselves. They weren't good quality trusses, and we just actually didn't like them, and because the quality was so poor. So we got in the shop, we laid out our 2x2 square tube trusses, and we started building trusses from there. My son had a friend that he wanted a barn, so we built trusses for his barn, installed it, and we were building just for local people that wanted barns in Milton, and before we knew it, it was expanding to Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, in those areas, and we've just grown from there.
So tell me more about the framework of a truss. David, what sets us apart from other builders?
I would say quality over anything else, and strength, quality and strength of our trusses. We have much different connection points than any other trusses on the market. We always try to innovate a little bit more. We installed a lot of them to start with, so when we did that, we learned what was good, what was bad, what made the job faster. We try to stay on top and stay ahead. Doesn't mean they're always the most economical trusses on the market, but we do try to stay competitive with what we have. But we have a lot more material in our trusses than most others on the market.
Now, if someone comes to us and wants a 612 roof pitch, is that something we're able to do?
Absolutely, we do customs all the time. Yeah.
And how big of a span are we able to go with the trusses that we build?
We're engineered up to 100-foot wide clear span.
Now you might be wondering why trusses. The answer is simple. Trusses allow for larger open spaces, especially with full barn builds or anything else that you're wanting to build that has a larger span. Ken, what is the importance of a quality truss when building?
Quality truss with extra bracing and whatever, that's actually the backbone of the building. And the stronger the truss, the better the building. And we try to build the best truss you can build and put on the market.
And what type of trusses do we offer at Blackwatertruss?
We offer an 1.5-inch square tube, a 2-inch square tube, an 1.5-inch angle, and a 2-inch angle. And we build all four of the designs so the customer, he he can come in and get anything he wants that's on the market. He doesn't have to go anywhere else. He can buy from us to get the angle and the square tube.
Or she.
The square tube truss is by far stronger than the angle iron truss.
Now, you mentioned before that we have some patents and some patent pendings. Can you speak a little more on that?
On our truss design, we have a design patent for each component on the trusses, which these are display trusses we have. We have the patents on the cups, on our center connection, our post end attachments, and also we have an addition. We don't have it in here today, but an addition for an extension on our tails, which we'll show later. But every piece of this truss is either has a patent on it or a patent pending on it.
Now this display, is this something that's just for our office, or do dealers have this? What's important about this display?
All of our dealers, we carry this display for all of our dealers, plus the banner. And as you can see, it says exclusive for dealers for Blackwatertruss systems. We do that because we are promoting a brand, not just a truss, but a complete brand. We don't build it in the backyard. We go through the full engineering process. With every component we have, is engineered. And the displays, we want everybody to see the displays when they come in to a dealer's place of business. We want everybody to see the displays and be able to put their hands on it, touch it, look at it, and see what you're buying.
Next up, let's talk about pole barns. As many of you know, trusses and pole barns go hand in hand, and our sister company at USA Metal Sales is very popular for these types of builds, whether from barn dominiums to carports to garages. David, tell me a little bit about how USA Metal Sales came to be and when and all the goodies of that.
We got to a point at Blackwatertruss where we were building so many buildings and installing so many barns for customers that wanted a turnkey product, that we were shipping out so many barn kits that were galvalume. Really, the galvalume was really popular about 8 years ago, I guess, 10 years ago. And so we decided just to go ahead and buy a rollful machine and just get into the metal business, and it just went hand in hand with what we were doing, and it really was just to make our life easier. We didn't have to call up and order material and all that good stuff, and it gave us more options to offer our customers.
At USA Metal Sales, we understand that each barn is more than just a structure. Like I mentioned, anywhere from a carport to a garage to now people are building barn dominiums. At USA Metal Sales, we understand that each barn is more than just a structure. It's a space for growth, a space for productivity. Whether you're building a carport to house, your side-by-side, or a barn dominium where you will actually live. Ken, how do the trusses play a role in the success with USA Metal Sales?
Well, the strength of the truss, we do build the best truss on the market. I'll put our trusses up against any building. And when we've had a lot of people that come in, and even today, we have a lot of people come in, they want to buy the trusses, they want to buy a building, and they want us to install it. So we sort of weren't forced into building the buildings, but it just goes hand in hand. And some people, when they come in, they sort of demand that they want us to build the buildings we sell. With the trusses, we can build the trusses, put the kit together, put it on the job, build it, and it makes our life easier when we do the whole component together.
Ken, what do you believe sets us apart from the competitor at USA Metal Sales?
We strive to keep the quality up. We continue to, if we see a better way to make the truss better, stronger, we will do that. And I think more so than a lot of our competitors do. We never have a problem in changing the truss that we build to make it better. And we strive real hard to make it better. If it's easier we find a way to make it better for the installer to install it and make his life better, we also do that. So I just think the biggest thing is the quality, that we try to keep our quality super high and to build the best truss on the market.
Well, thank you, David and Ken. In the upcoming episodes, we'll be sharing insightful interviews with all of our team, with companies we've worked with, and some of our dealers. Before we wrap up today, I'd like to share a little bit about our company values. At both companies, we value integrity and innovation and community. We are creating a brand with Blackwatertruss and USA Metal Sales, and Ken and David are part of that brand and making everything just cohesive as